Hello gamers. Today, we're going to talk about the most recent breakthrough in Dark Souls lore. Now we can begin. Today, we will be talking about Dark Souls 1. A concept that's been talked about, but was never fully understood, was Sen's Fortress. For this, we'll have to go back to Sen's Fortress, the most shitter area in the game, only succeeded by Blighttown. The most commonly accepted theory up until now was that Sen was just a simple mistranslation of the Japanese term for 1000. However, with Dark Souls 3, we now have objective proof that that's just not true. In Dark Souls 3, the intro complains,
Yes, indeed.
what exactly is Dark Souls Lady indeeding? That's right. If we take all the words from
Yes,
and,
indeed.
then they have the letters S, E, and N. Do you know what that spells? Sen. Now you're asking yourself, who is Sen? What does Sen mean? How can I support the Adventure House channel? The answer can be found in the Cathedral of the Deep. This place is believed what Sen's Fortress had become after the 5-year gap in time between Dark Souls 1 and 3. If you remember correctly, the top guy, the big guy if you will, from Sen's Fortress was the Iron Giant. Beforehand, we here at Adventure House believed him to be Sen, the master of the abominable Sen's Fortress. But this is just not the case, because his name reads Iron Golem. However, if we see what Sen means in Moonspeak, or whatever the fuck you call Japanese, then we would see that it means 1,000, a large number. Am I right? There is no way the Iron Golem could be Sen because he isn't 1,000 of anything. He isn't 1,000 feet tall, he didn't slay 1,000 men, otherwise he would be known as 1,000-man slayer. He isn't anything in that quality. So he could not be Sen. Despite all this, we at the Game Lotists haven't discovered the most concrete evidence of Sen's existence. Hacking the game reveals a hidden DLC cutscene with Sen's interactions with the Golem.
Giant?
You stay. I go. No following.
I love you. You are who you choose to be.
Superman.
Alright, now I know you're asking yourself,
But Lottie, who is Sen?
well, the answer is the giant. The giant here is Sen. Alright, look closely when he stands up. When he stands up, he is at least 1,000 feet tall. 1,000 feet tall. 1,000 Sen. Do you see it, gamers? The thing that's for lunch? That is right. The giant here is Sen, angered at the fact that you passed his fortress, so he destroyed his fortress in a fit of rage. A rage so abominable that it became the giant church, and now he resides here as its pastor. Now, despite all this, we have the most damning evidence. Sen himself is in the credits. He made the game. Sen didn't just make Dark Souls 3, he's the master of Dark Souls. Sen's fortress is Dark Souls 3. Lordran is Sen's fortress. You are Sen. But that's still WOAH. A game, WOAH.